Hi, I'm Mark, and welcome to Let's Vibe, the channel where we talk about our feelings. Yeah, that's right, feelings. Alright, so, last night, and for some parts of the world, many parts of the world, early this morning, we had a supermoon, full moon in Scorpio. So, Scorpio is a pretty intense energy, and with this supermoon, I had a full view of this moon from my window here in Honolulu, and it was big and bright, and it was really beautiful, but it was also fairly intense. And uh, being a full moon and everything, it of course made me think of Moonstone. So today we're going to be talking about two types of moonstone. We've got white moonstone, and then I'm going to show you some black moonstone. But I'll start with the white moonstone. So let me give you the beauty guru close up. All right, so hopefully you can see that okay. Uh, um, Moonstone is a form of feldspar, and I don't know if you'll be able to catch it, but if you've ever taken a close look at Moonstone, you'll see that it has a kind of opalescent, shiny quality to it. It reflects light in a specific way and gives the stone a kind of sheen. And the technical term for the way moonstone shines is called adularescence. And that big fancy word comes from the fact that there was an historical moonstone mine in Switzerland, in the Italian canton of Ticino, at Mount Adula. Adula is the Italian name for it, and I was trying to think of the German name, but I'm gonna pass that. I'm gonna pass on trying to say the German name. But Mount Adula, and so that's where we get this term adularescence. Quite a mouthful. Anyway, so Moonstone. What does Moonstone feel like? Being the white variety, this Moonstone resonates the most with the crown chakra and third eye. But because it's white, I found that with many white colored stones, it can resonate with any chakra. White as a color can kind of be seen as like a clean slate. You can use the color white to stand in for other colors. So white moonstone can resonate with any chakra, but I would say that perhaps its most natural chakras are the crown and third eye. Now, this white moonstone felt really nice last night when the full moon was at its brightest. Because, Scorpio is a very intense and emotionally deep sign. And I would say last night I definitely had some intense feelings come up, some intense emotions were flowing around. And meditating with white moonstone gave me a very soothing sense of calm and sort of like relief from that intensity. Moonstone is often used to dampen emotions. It helps calm you down. It's soothing And the moon is often symbolized as a divine feminine archetype, a moon goddess. We've got Isis in Egypt, and Selene from Greece, and or maybe was that also the Roman? Anyway, Greece or Rome. We've got these moon goddesses. The moon is always characterized as feminine. And really that's the energy that we receive from the moon, is this feminine energy. It's cooler, darker. It's calming and soothing, and that's what Moonstone is. It creates a sensation of calm, creates a feeling of nurturing, caring, a loving sensation. Moonstone is very often associated with love and romance, attracting love into your life. And it's because of its loving vibrations. Um, Moonstone and the moon, the moon is the planetary ruler for the sign of Cancer. But it does also resonate with the other water signs, like especially Scorpio and maybe to some degree Pisces, but Pisces is a little different. Anyway, these are water signs, and so the moon is associated with the element of water, and likewise, Moonstone is considered um, to be of the water element. And it's easy to think of emotions like as like water. Um, our emotions flow, and they flow like water. And so I would say White Moonstone is kind of like a gentle creek, like a gently running creek. Nothing too intense, but it's soothing, it's healing. Um, and so White Moonstone is the zodiac stone for anyone with their sun sign in Cancer. But I would say Moonstone definitely has some shared resonance with Scorpio, um, especially when it comes to those emotions. Now, the other kind of moonstone that I mentioned earlier, black moonstone. So I'll give you a closer look here. So this is black moonstone. This shape of stone is called a cabochon. Um, yeah, so that's black moonstone. Now, black moonstone shares many of the same qualities as white moonstone. Sorry, my mustache is tickling my nose. um, but given the fact that this is now the color black, we've got a different vibration going on here. When I hold black moonstone, I'm getting a bit of a more intense vibration. It is definitely still has that dampening quality, that calming, soothing kind of quality towards with the emotions, but instead of the crown chakra being the highlight, like it is with white moonstone, with black moonstone, I'm really feeling it in my root chakra. Black is a color associated with the earth, and it's also considered a divine feminine color. In Chinese and perhaps other Eastern traditions, the color white is associated with the divine masculine, while darker colors like red and black, brown, are associated with the divine feminine. So black moonstone definitely is uh, resonating with that divine feminine energy. And I like to associate black moonstone with black moon Lilith. So what is Black Moon Lilith? It's a mathematical point on your astrological chart, and it's just a point in space that's relative to the moon. And I don't really know how they calculate this point. I haven't gone that deep into it, but um, what the most important thing to know is it's just a point in space near the moon. And Black Moon Lilith can be thought of as like symbolizing the shadow self, the shadow side of ourselves, things that are repressed, sexual repression, emotional repression, things that we were taught to feel ashamed of when we were children. Those kinds of things are associated with Black Moon Lilith. And if you're familiar with the mythology, um, Lilith was said to be Adam's first wife, but Lilith rebelled against Adam. She wanted to assert her feminine power, her femininity. She wanted to express all of that feminine sexuality, and for that she was banished because she was trying to um, make she was rebelling against that patriarchal masculine energy. So she was banished, and then that's when Eve came into the picture. But anyway, the thing to remember is just Lilith represents those repressed parts of ourselves and our shadow selves. So I would say, just in general, Black Moonstone, it's more intense. It's more like, instead of, loving, warm, cuddly, romantic feelings, I would say Black Moonstone is more about sexual feelings and sexuality. Black, the color black can also be thought of as representing the unknown, the mysterious. Black Moonstone is said to be a stone for good luck. And then I would also say that in regards to the element of water, I like to think of Black Moonstone as being like dark water. Where White Moonstone is like a gently flowing creek, I would say Black Moonstone is more like a dark pond or a dark lake, and you can't really see what's beneath the surface. So Black Moonstone kind of carries this element of mystery and excitement and this sexual energy, and it's very grounding, and it's a very deeply, darkly feminine kind of energy. It's very beautiful. Before we go, I want to recommend two songs, one for each of these stones. And for the White Moonstone, in order to help you get in touch with this White Moonstone energy, I think the perfect song for White Moonstone is Like a Star by Corin Bailey Rae. And for Black Moonstone, I've assigned the song Enchantment by Corin Bailey Rae, and both of these songs happen to be on the same album, one right after the other. And I will include links to both songs in the description box below. And I encourage all of you to leave a question or comment below, and I want to thank you so much for vibing with me.